Oh my God. Is she standing by the door?
Yeah.
Come on. I'll do it.
Is Joey working out right now?
Can you take Olive out? Thanks.
Did he say Jesus Christ?
No, he said, all right.
Oh, I thought he said Jesus Christ.
No. Did you say all right or Jesus Christ?
Jesus Christ.
You did!
Hey Siri, remind me to tell Layla about this crazy thing that happened yesterday.
Voice memo, Hannah. You will not believe who I saw last night.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait to tell you the epiphany I just had.
Girl, I know we just talked, but I forgot the best part of the story.
Layla, I cannot wait to tell you.
Hannah, I literally can't wait to tell you.
I can't wait to tell you.
I can't wait to tell you.
I can't wait to tell you.
Hey, Layla girl.
Hey, Hannah girl.
How are you?
Really good. Excited. Because
Oh, yeah?
we're going to do some fun things after this.
We sure are.
Is it cool if I just dive right into it?
Sure. I don't know why I'm being so coy. I was shy yesterday.
I know.
But not even about what we're talking about.
Oh, why were you shy?
Because we were doing this like weird kind of karaoke concert thing.
Oh, yeah.
And we were singing Bye Bye Bye. And I sort of had on like a bit of a costume that some people might look at me and say, oh, that's just the way that she wears clothes. But having to commute in somewhat of a costume, I felt really shy and I felt like scared.
It's so funny because I'm sure people were just like, oh,
I think
she
if
looks
anything,
cute.
people were like, she looks Gen Z. Because I was wearing like basketball shorts and I wore them kind of like low and like showed like a little bit of my tummy like the Gen Zs are doing. And then like a white tank top. And then I had one of those like kerchief like scarves around my head.
Dare I say you looked like Honey Daniels from the movie
I was
Honey.
getting a little Honey Daniels.
Jessica Alba.
Deborah Duncan. I don't know why I called her Deborah. Deborah Duncan. Deb Duncan told me I looked gay in a good way.
Wow.
Not that there's a bad way to look gay.
That's really special.
Sorry about that.
Well, the other reason that you might be shy is because Hannah's episode of Ted Lasso came out.
Yes.
On Apple TV.
On Apple TV. Yeah, cat's out of the bag.
And I'm excited to watch it after this.
Yeah, it's a little secret we've been keeping from you guys.
A little secret.
Literally, oh my gosh. Olive was just licking the side of a plate that had a chocolate chip cookie on it, and that would have to be the third time I have been here where Olive would have to go to the vet to get her stomach pumped.
That's happened quite a few times.
Oh my God. Okay.
It's always when Hannah's around.
That can't happen tonight. That can't pepper the night because we're doing a little watch party after this. And that's why I have such great friends to throw a watch party for about 1 minute of television. But it'll be fun. Yeah, but like a year ago, I filmed an episode of Ted Lasso out in my alma mater, and by alma mater I mean my home state in Missouri,
Kansas
City. It was a crazy, fun thing, and the entire year I haven't known if I would be on the episode or not because I just don't believe in all that. And I felt like I was kind of being tricked. And anytime anyone would be like, "When's that episode coming out?" I was like, "Shh, don't talk about it." I was like, "Don't say the words. Don't even."
It is kind of the opposite of everything we do, where there's no immediate reward of like affirmation from an audience.
Right.
Like you're like you do that thing, and then a year later you're like, I
Literally,
hope it's
I was like,
there.
I don't even know who I was a year ago. But it's out and we're gonna watch it, and I did cheat and I watched it already, and I told Layla already I didn't do anything embarrassing and I don't like look crazy, so I feel good about it.
I know you were feeling shy about that.
I was feeling really shy. Anytime anyone, literally it was like the whole week people would be like, "It's the big week, kid," and I'm like, please don't talk about it anymore. Actually, it's making me very uncomfortable.
I understand you're close to me, but please shut up.
But please shut your mouth about it. Like at first I was like, we're not doing a watch party. I actually want everyone to pretend like this never even happened.
Yeah, I was trying to trick you into it.
And then I loosened up a bit, and I'm having fun with it.
And it's fun. Hannah told us to make soccer ball or Ted Lasso
we're doing
themed
a Ted Lasso themed food. I said everyone has to explain why their food is somehow related to Ted Lasso, as I think an entire group, only one of us actually watches Ted Lasso. It was also funny because I like turned on the episode and I like watched the minute I was in it, and then I was like, off.
I No more of that.
No more of all that.
Back to usual programming.
But in other news too, kind of a big week for you as well, Layla. Do you want to talk about the little bit of a journey that you've been on the past?
In the same vein
that I have sort of given creative birth to something.
Yes. You were creatively fertile. I was actually fertile. I am working on freezing my eggs. And so I went through that whole process and whoa, cookie. IVF is not what I thought it would be. A lot of people, I feel like maybe just because I've been watching it in film and TV. And I remember that one episode.
That's such a like actor thing. I've been watching IVF in film and TV.
Like where you only see it in the media and you're like, oh, that must be what it's like. I don't know.
Right.
But you're
People
like,
don't really talk about it. People don't talk about the whole process and like unless you're like close to someone. I feel like there's still like shame and stigma around it where people feel like it's something like, 10 or 20 years ago, it was like, you don't say when you're on your period. And I feel like finally people are like I go out of my way to kind of announce to the room, like, and I will right now. I'm on my period right now. And
I say it on buses.
And 20 years ago, they'd burn you at the stake if you admitted you were on your period.
They'd say, hey, 80s girl, you're a witch.
Honey, the 80s was 40 years ago.
So I'm just picturing you with an 80s hairstyle.
Isn't that crazy to think the 80s is now 46 years ago?
Actually sickening.
Yeah. I guess if we're doing the proper 1980.
We rewatched Airplane, and like that movie's so fucking old, and that was in the 70s.
Also, it's funny because we're like keep looking at our guests.
I know, sorry.
This is sort of the hazing
should we just
thing.
bring them in and then
let's just bring in our guests.
Okay, well,
because we have a lot to talk about.
Speaking of television, I'm in the presence of two TV stars, two people that I absolutely love, who you can find on your screen. This is someone who is not only one of the funniest human beings in the world, but someone near and dear to my heart, and I'll explain why. You can catch them all around town. Let's bring him in. Jake Prizant.
Yay! Thank you for having me, you both, and thank you for saying my last name correctly. I think some people.
How do most people say it?
I get Prizant a lot, but it is Prizant.
Really?
So
That feels very
that.
Chicago, like Jake Prizant.
Prizant. Yeah, I mean it's like not a common name, so it's easy.
What's your nationality?
I just.
Curly
This
hair.
is how we always start the podcast.
I like my whole life. I've never kind of known. Like my family never talked about it. I guess my relatives are from like Moldova or something.
Wow.
That sounds like
and
Genovia.
That's
Yeah,
exactly
right.
Princess of Moldova.
And actually a little royal. So I guess it's Moldovan, like Russian sort of.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
But it's not a country I knew about before, like literally a few weeks ago.
Moldova.
Yeah, so that's what the etymology of my name is. That the right? Did I use that right?
Croissant.
That's it. That's it.
Croissant.
A royal.
I will
Gorgeous.
say there's like some special sort of hell of like sitting here and like being talked to and not being able to participate in the conversation.
And we kind of like
it was
tease
wrong.
you. We're like, say something interesting, and we're like,
and I'm like, well,
I know.
we always kind of edge the guests a little bit.
I think it's awesome that you're doing IVF. I
Oh,
think I know
thanks.
that's like kind of a hard and weird, vulnerable thing to talk about, but I think congratulations is maybe the wrong word, but congratulations for being like, okay, I'm going to move forward with this and do it.
Totally.
That's scary and awesome.
Oh, thank
for
you.
you.
So after seeing it on film, how was your experience? Not on a movie, on film.
I guess what I'm thinking specifically of is, do you remember the on Master of None with Aziz Ansari? There was like an episode. It was during the pandemic, but it was like specifically just like, I forgot the name of the actress, where she's doing IVF the whole episode.
I think I stopped watching Masters of None after Aziz Ansari got lightly canceled.
And that was kind of around
I
that
never
time.
watched it, if I'm being honest. Sorry.
I liked the first season a lot.
I enjoyed the first season. The second season was very like, I'm a filmmaker. And then it like totally went off the rails in terms of
He went to like Rome.
Yeah, well, wait, okay. So I guess maybe this was the third season.
Okay. I think I stopped in the third season.
The Rome season was cool, but the third season was like the pandemic and what's their name? Lena Dunham. Lena Dunham, Aziz Ansari's best friend. Lena Waithe.
Lena Waithe.
She's doing IVF in the show.
They were married to a woman who was doing IVF the whole episode, and anyway, it did look really intense.
Yeah.
But I just had no idea what to expect or how my body would react.
I feel like what you always see on television, it's like, oh, well, the woman's going to be a huge bitch. It's like, I'm going to give my woman her shot, but she's going to be a big old bitch to me about it. Like that was, remember the episode of Sex and the City when Charlotte got the like hormone injections in her butt, and they're at the Scottish Scottish party,
like the reunion thing.
I don't know, but they were doing
yelled at him.
some sort of dance, and he like ripped her dress, and she yelled at him. The McDougalls.
I have never seen a full episode of Sex and the City, and I am addicted to when people like rehash like what happened. When they're at the party and her dress gets snatched off of her body.
I feel like
it's 75% of what I say.
Has Audrey ever seen it?
Oh yeah,
I feel like you would
everyone around
enjoy
me is,
it.
I know I would love it. Like everyone around me is like extremely into Sex and the City, and it's something that I know I would love. And
It's worth a watch.
I haven't gotten there. There's just so much on TV. There's so much Ted Lasso we haven't watched.
I gotta get Ted Lasso in.
Congratulations on Ted Lasso.
Thank you. Thanks.
Can I ask you, is it how many people after learning this have been like, oh my God, you're so famous? And is that annoying to you?
Well, even just, it's only been, 24 hours.
Right.
But I will say, I was telling Layla, like a couple people have come out of the woodwork. People I haven't like talked to in like 10 plus years being like, congratulations, Hannah. That's really awesome. I'm like, and who is this? It's just like,
we worked at the Butter Barn together 18 years ago.
It's like really serious. It's like, you deserve this.
I guess I'm glad you went to the big city after all that.
My dad says he's getting a lot of text messages.
That's sweet. It is like an extremely watched show.
Exactly. Yeah. And I think it's because it was filmed, just the first episode's filmed in Kansas City.
That's cool.
So it's also like everyone was freaking out in Missouri because they were like, oh my God, they're filming and we're going to see all of these Kansas City places. And it was special to me because I grew up thinking Kansas City was like the big city because I lived like 2.5 hours south.
Yeah.
And it would be like when we went back to school shopping, we would like drive to Kansas City and go to the plaza and like go shopping. And it would be like, and we'd go to Buca de Beppo and it would be like, that's like the big city to me. So it was very like, it was also just really sort of diving in head first because I, spoiler alert, have never really done anything on camera before where I was like, I've done like shit around here that like me and my friends have done, but like going and having that be my first experience of like probably like one of the highest
like a
paying
big set. Like,
production. I flew first class for the first time in my entire life.
Yeah.
And so it was like kind of the biggest fake it till you make it moment of like, all right, we're going to have our sides and we're going to do a reading at this time. And it was just like everyone was moving with purpose and everyone seemed to know what they were doing.
Right.
And I would be like, it seems like we're all moving with purpose this way. And it would be like, and then I was like, I had one of the first moments of like, oh my God, I'm kind of out of my depths here is they were like, we're going to do like a read through, but I was like, oh, I'm off book. And so I like didn't bring my little sides, and then everyone else had them, and then immediately some PA like handed me sides, and I was like, I was just like, this is crazy. But yeah, how do you? Because you've been on Deli Boys, and I would love, and I'm sure that listeners would also love to hear about what that experience is like. Of just how did you feel? Was that like your first like big thing on camera, and just your journey with that?
Totally.
Yeah.
Well, please watch Deli Boys on Hulu. We need as many people to watch. It was kind of like similarly, I had done, like college sketch comedy and like stuff around the city, and then couldn't get cast in a commercial, couldn't get cast in literally anything. And the first thing I got cast in was like the pilot for Deli Boys.
Yeah, that's so crazy.
It was awesome. And it was like it was a one-line audition, and I had to scream no, and that was the whole thing. And I just was so, I think, not expecting it to be a TV show. Like because it was like, I don't know, all these things, like nothing about it. I mean, it did say it was a pilot for Hulu, and I just kind of like interpreted that as like in quotations. Yeah. But it was like once I got there, I was kind of like, oh shit, this is like a real big thing.
A real thing.
So I think it must have been interesting coming on to something that's like, holy fuck, this is the was the fifth season of
the fourth season
of
yeah.
like this very
phenomenon,
very well-known thing. I think I was really lucky going in, and I didn't know anyone who was working on it. I didn't know any of the actors. And I was just kind of, what is this? And getting on set and be like, ooh, that person looks like a movie star. And then later going home and be like, holy fuck! Like going through like all their IMDb's and like all the things. I think I really benefited from kind of being like, I have no idea what this is. And then because of that, I was like fucking around and like improvising in a way that I think a lot of people would be nervous to, and they're like, well, that's kind of fun and funny.
Have you had people come out of the woodwork for you being like, so you're famous now?
Well, like, I don't think that many people watch Deli Boys, but I was in like one State Farm commercial and so many people were like, dude, that's so fucking awesome. And I was like, I'm in 2 seasons of a TV show. Like, I'm in like, I got to do like, I'm living my dream right now. And they're like, you're in 4 seconds of a commercial, and it looks like you're talking to Caitlin Clark, and people were like gushing about that, and I was like, this is so crazy. And like, so after the first season came out, I went to the premiere, and it was like, I was like, okay, I have a concept of how this will be, and it was like 4 times more overwhelming. It was like the red carpet. It was like I wasn't prepared to go down. It was like 18 news outlets just go and they interview you, and they haven't really seen the show, and they like don't really know what to talk to me, but they have to do their job. And I was just like, oh my gosh, so scary. The day after, or like I come back and I'm like working at the restaurant like 2 days after that. I like
to go from that to the restaurant.
It was so crazy. And the first thing I'm like setting up the patio, and there's a literal like plastic bag of piss that is like on the patio that I'm setting up. I was like, actually, this is quite humbling and awesome.
I'm like, that's such the actor life, right? Where I'm like, this came out today, and I'm like, literally, I'm like, I have no money right now, and I like need a job so badly, but like
so
no
cool.
one, I feel like no one is going to have like pity for me right now. Like I'm like, maybe I can apply for an artist grant, but then it's like Hannah on Ted Lasso. I'm like, no, this got filmed like a year ago. Everyone, like right now, I'm
that's
really
so
poor.
Cool. Like, what if I told you 1 year ago you made $2,000? Like, how would that feel?
The
Like,
perception is so crazy.
It's so different.
It's so funny.
When you said that you had like a one-line audition, but then they had you improvise, right? Or how can you talk about the process? It was very cool.
Well, so my character like was supposed to be just in the pilot. Well, it was just a pilot, so they didn't know what was going to happen like otherwise, but it just had the one written line, and then the character was like around in the other episodes. And I think just like, you know, from doing all the improv training, it's like I know what to do in a situation, and like it's a crime show, so things are like quite heightened, and so it was really fun to be able to like, I mean, I'm going to react how I would if someone gets shot in the face in an improv scene and I'm over here. Like, have some reaction to it. So it was cool that they were like, oh, actually, he's doing something funny. Let's like shoot it. And then it made it into the episode.
Your reaction to the golf ball hitting.
Thank you.
I guess I don't want to spoil, but
it's not spoiled. It's been out for 2 damn years.
But your reaction to the golf ball murder was so fucking awesome.
Thank you. That was what I auditioned with. Like that was just the screaming no or whatever.
Okay.
But yeah, it was so. I think I benefited a lot from like not being self-conscious, not being like, oh, I'm nervous around these people.
Right.
Like I think if I knew what I knew, I'd be like,
you kind of all grew together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they actually had been growing. They're all like looking back. It's like you guys are kind of famous, or you know, like
totally.
Yeah.
But like as a show, you kind of like all got to like grow together.
Absolutely.
And like how cool to get on like the ground floor and be a part of something that is like growing.
That was
so
really
awesome.
cool, and also cool to like, you know, when there was a second season, I was like, oh my god, I don't have to audition for this.
So
you know, like, I'm like in it. Like that was
just have it be like a certainty where you're like, wow, I don't have to worry about this.
Yes. That was like a very like, oh my god.
Yeah. How does that work in terms of like, did you just assume that they would keep your character, or was there like a conversation of like, we're coming back and we've decided to ask you back?
It was
like,
definitely a thing of like, not knowing how much they'd use me or whatever.
Yeah.
But the way they set it up at the end of this first season, I was like, if there is a second season, I will be in it in some capacity.
Yeah.
But then it was cool to like get the email of being like, oh, they're looking at you. You're coming up. You're like in all the episodes. So I was like, oh, that's so fun. You know, so that was like a cool reveal.
So awesome.
But yeah, it's like you don't. Everyone's like assuming you have all the information. I'm like, I'm finding out like 2 weeks before. Like they're not they're not like calling me and giving me all this information.
Totally.
It's like, it's just an email. It'll be like, okay, is he available? I'm like,
Right.
yes, I'm available. I'm available.
You have what my sister uses as an expression, and she uses it on me, but you have a rubber face.
Aw, that's
Has
sweet.
anyone ever told you that before?
My mom would call it like
That's
meaning
crazy.
like a lot of different faces. Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You just have so many funny expressions, and I say this because my sister told me that I also have that.
Yeah,
so.
that's sweet. And
So it's okay to say it.
I can confirm you do have rubber face.
Thank you. I have rubber face.
Yes. My mom used to call it like
Do I have
stretchy
rubber
face or
face?
something. We'll have to watch the episode tonight.
My face isn't moving in now.
We'll have to find out.
I didn't realize I was going to be doing that, so I had gotten Botox on photos. And
to circle back to what we were saying, like, don't talk to me about it. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
I'm so, like, I can't imagine inviting people over and not having seen it yet.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I'm like happy you did that because
Yes.
it's like, let me just see if this is something I want people to see or like, or that
Totally.
I'm doing something that's worth, like I've heard so many stories of people being like, I'm in a lot of this show or whatever. And they get everyone together and they're fully cut out.
Yeah.
Like
Literally
not in it for 1 second.
I
And
was
it's
telling
like,
Layla, like, because Layla was like, so what are you so afraid of? And I was like, do you want to know my biggest intrusive thought? She was like, sure. I was like, they flew out the entire cast that was working that day, got someone who's like hotter and more talented than me, does all the lines, and I watch it, and it's just a whole new actress doing my part.
or it's just like
And
CGI'd
Layla's
over
like,
your face
yes,
or something.
Layla's like, that would be so expensive.
I know.
So
Like, they
expensive.
can't afford that.
Yes.
I can't. I'm like, that's true, but that's where my mind,
yeah,
my
literally.
mind went. That I did such a bad job that they're like, well, we gotta reshoot this one scene with Sofia Vergara.
As the wife.
She really needs this.
Honestly, a lot of those stars I feel like are like desperate, where they're like, I'll do a T-Mobile
Yeah,
commercial.
I need
What
to
are
make-
you
Thinking of
need?
Zoe, fucking
Saldana.
Yeah, Zoe Saldana's T-Mobile's commercials are for some reason really hard for me to stomach.
I was listening to Jeff Hiller. You know Jeff Hiller, who he was just
Bay
in
and
Widow's Bay.
Somebody somewhere.
Yes,
yeah.
and Pluribus, like honestly killing it. But he was just on a podcast talking about how like he is like, I'm barely making ends meet.
Wow.
And it's like there's so many like really successful actors who are like, I don't fucking know what I'm gonna do right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I need another paycheck, because you know for commercials they used to pay like 6 figures for a big commercial, or like
They used
even
to talk about like people in Chicago being like, I did that one commercial and then I didn't need to work for a year and a half.
Yes,
And like all these improv, like, you know, like the Tina Feys and the Amy Poehlers and those people coming up
Yes.
used to be like, I got to do all my improv stuff because I booked that one commercial, and it
Right.
does not exist anymore.
My
Yeah.
friend's sister-in-law did a commercial and was basically like, they bought a house with that
Yes.
commercial.
That's
and
so
to be
amazing.
fair, this was one of those commercials that like was sort of one of those iconic commercials that you would see all the time
rocks.
and everyone knows it. But it was like, oh yeah, we bought a house with
Totally.
this commercial, and I say one line. And I don't think it's like
But
that
it's
anymore.
like there's not cable anymore. There's not like like that's where the money is, and now
Yeah.
it's like a big commercial is just on streaming, and they can get away with
and
like
even
not
like a
paying you.
Super Bowl commercial doesn't like, it pays well, but it's
Right.
like
Right.
maybe like $10,000. Like
Right.
it's not crazy.
I'm also so curious of like, because I was like, so will I get like royalties or what's the word?
Residuals.
Word? Residuals.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
even know the word.
Yeah.
I'm like, will I get residuals? And it was kind of like, well, it's streaming, so you'll probably get something, but we don't know what that number will be
Right.
in any way, shape, or form.
Right.
So I'm like, in a perfect world, like I get a check in the mail for like, I have no idea, $1,000 maybe.
Yeah.
Or it'll be like $20, and it's just like they give you no framework for what it could be, and it's just like
It's so crazy.
and it's just like be grateful if anything comes.
Yeah.
Truly.
And like you can't wait for it, and there's no way to know when it's coming.
Yes.
And it will actually be in a year.
And
it
you
will
can't
be,
plan around
yeah.
it or anything like that.
It's so crazy.
Did you get a chance to watch yourself before watching other people watch you?
Yes, I like as soon as it came out, like binged the whole thing. Like
Nice.
especially for the first season, I
Yeah.
was like, I was just like beside myself. You know, it's like you
Yeah,
do all this
yeah.
stuff. I don't know. I was doing all this mental math in my head. I'm like, what if my life changes? Like, what if this is like the biggest show, and then 3 weeks working at a restaurant goes by, not a single person is like, oh, I recognize you. Or like, oh, okay. There's levels to this,
totally.
but I had to just be like, I was like, well, I think I remember being funny, and I hope they edit it that way, and then watching it and being like, oh, okay, all right, nice,
Yes.
I'm excited,
You're like,
I'm excited,
okay, good.
cool,
Yeah.
and then enough time had passed where like I don't remember the other versions of it anymore. So it was nice to just watch, because like when stuff comes out really quickly after doing it, at least I will be like, oh, I did like 4 better, funnier versions of this, and of course they pick like
it's just always, I think, whatever behooves them in editing.
Yes.
Like all the things you don't see.
It's like so not about you at all, which is frustrating.
Exactly. Especially when you're like, that was the one take where I know I didn't look good because I had a hair in my eye or whatever. Yeah.
I will say, like, watching it back, I think I had every single like thought of being like, how can I hate myself? And then like watching it, I was like, hold on a second, I love her.
Oh, that's amazing.
What I mean?
Yeah.
Of just being like,
That's
oh my
so
God,
amazing.
I forgot about everything.
Truly.
You know what? But you can really have an imagination around things.
Totally.
Of just like,
you have no control. You're
you
like,
have
well,
no control, and the
leave it to the universe and the editors.
Yes,
and like at the end of the day, it's like there's a reason you were cast. Like you look good up there in the way that they did it, and it's like, oh, okay, great. Like I mean, I can't. How embarrassing is it to be an actor, and how scrutinous we are of ourselves, and then it's cool when they're professionals and put you in the way where it's like you're supposed to be like that. You're not like
me and Layla have talked about like just. People do make really crazy makeup, like because now at this point I've done so many like industrials, and it's like they will do like the craziest choices for makeup, where it'll be like, we want to give you purple eyeshadow and no mascara and a nude lip, and it's like what?
Like,
and
what
it's
are
like
you
shit
doing?
that I'm like,
and the most blush in the world.
Yes.
They never put blush on me, and I'm like, put some blush on me. I look like a corpse.
I feel
so
like powdered
funny.
to the gods. Thick. Like there's a full thick skin on top.
Well, it's always the things that like aren't at that level where they're like, let me show you that I know how to do my job, and they're like going crazy.
Right. Yeah. And I'm like, I just know some corporate company is watching this and me looking like a fucking crazy person right now, and I'm like, I never want to see that.
I heard some story about someone who's like, pretty well known, and his brother came up to him, and he's like he's been doing a lot of stuff, and he's like, hey man, I saw you in my work training video, congratulations. And he's like, I'm like on TV, man. He was like, that was the thing that finally was like, hey, you're doing it.
It's when it gets into their own orbit, then you're validated.
It's so
whatever is
silly.
important to that person watching it.
Truly.
Should we dive into our 3 C's and get this party going?
Yes. Let me just quickly, I just want to give a quick context to Jake Prizant, because I feel like part of the reason I was saying like I feel so heartfelt around you is because Jake Prizant really helped me in my relationship with Joey, because when during the pandemic, when I was single and texting Joey on Hinge, I was like, I don't really know, like fuck everybody. And then me and Joey were messaging back and forth, and then he was like, I know you're in Chicago comedy, like my brother's friend is also in Chicago comedy. Do you know Jake Prizant? And I was like, I know Jake Prizant. Like we've never met, but like I know he does Annoyance, and like I see him around. And then Joey was like, yeah, I was talking to him, and he was like, oh, Layla Gorstein, yeah, she's really hot shit in the comedy scene.
Wow. And then, isn't that nice that you both had nice things to say about each other?
Yeah. Thank God.
I know each
seriously,
other.
it could have gone such a different way.
And then at that point, I was like, okay, where do you want to meet?
Maybe I like this guy.
So you were saying Thursday is good for you? And anyway, just thanks for all that.
Oh, you're so welcome. It was literally, I remember being over at their house, and he was like, living at home, and I think just being like, like in a bad way. And he was like, do you know this person? Like,
that was a really good Joey impression.
And I was actually,
That's crazy that you.
Sorry, Joey. I don't think it was that good.
I've seen Joey do like a thing where he like kind of flips it around and sort of like that way.
But it was like a 15-second.
It was like it was exciting for me to be able to be like, actually, yes, I have seen, and I'm like, especially before the pandemic during that time, I'm like, it was such an improv nerd and fanboy. Like, I loved your musical duo that you used to do. I saw you guys all the time, and I know I saw you like improvise a bunch or like perform, and I was like, she's so funny. So it was nice to give that, and I would be honest with Mr. Joey.
I'm glad
so
you were.
I'm happy. It makes me happy at all.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And it really rang my words of affirmation bell, because
There
I was
you
like, thanks. So what are you up to?
Do you want to come to a show?
I got my first agent because of you. You helped me get in contact with my very first agent.
Well, what's crazy is I would have loved to get you in with your current agent, but then I had gotten dropped. But I had recommended you to my old one.
For sure.
Anyway, but it worked out.
It
full
all worked,
circle.
well, it worked out for me.
It's okay. I'm doing really good now. Anyways, I wanted to get that in there before our 3 C's.
Yeah, sweet. It goes deep.
What do you want to start with? What are you contemplating?
Ooh, I am contemplating. It's actually quite. There's been so much olive play on this podcast already. I am contemplating getting a dog.
Whoa!
And it's been something like my partner Audrey like really wants a dog, and I've been like, sort of on the fence about it. And I know that in my heart I want one, and I think I'm just such a cautious person that I need like. I don't know. There's some magic thing to be all correct or all the moments to line up. And so I think I've been, inching closer to be like, okay, let's do this.
Did you grow up with dogs?
I grew up with a dog that was just horribly behaved. Just like a dog that was just like would destroy socks and destroy everything and just like didn't listen to us. My parents are like,
did you like it?
I didn't. I liked it.
You didn't like it.
It was fine.
Okay.
Like I liked him okay.
What
His name was Louis.
Louis, and what kind of dog?
He was a Portuguese water dog.
Oh my God.
R.I.P. Louis. He was like, he was probably like 65 pounds. He was like a medium to big dog. And he just was like kind of an asshole. And like, my parents are like, love you guys, a little neurotic. And like, I think just raised him crazy. And so I think I've only grown up around dogs that are a little like a little nuts. And I've like seen a bunch of, they're like all so many versions of dogs that are sweet and nice and fun. And obviously people are, their lives are made better by having these dogs. And I've just kind of been like, I need a better example of what good dog is.
Well, what I will say, have you ever thought about fostering?
We have thought about fostering. We almost had an opportunity to with a dog that we would deemed as like, oh, this is perfect.
Yeah.
And I think it's a cool idea to like dip your toe.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
I mean, I think because I fostered cats and then I foster failed with my current cat, Boop. And
what does that mean, foster failed?
Foster failed means you adopt them.
Love.
Yeah. It means they died.
Yeah. I was like,
They blew up.
I tried my darndest, but I couldn't keep it alive.
The dog killed itself.
Cool.
My sister fostered 3 different dogs without adopting any of them, and she would get she had one dog that had like a bullet lodged in its brain forever.
Oh
It was
my
so sad.
God.
It was so sad, but it's a good way to try it on.
Yeah.
And it's also a good way to be because I feel like a lot of dogs in the foster system, they might have some behavioral things, but it's also nice to be like, okay, how does this look in my life?
Right.
And also, if it's not a match, then they're going to find their forever home
Keep it
and
moving.
keep it moving.
Yeah.
Cause I fostered one cat and I was like, oh, I like her. I didn't feel this soul connection to her, where now my cat that I adopted, it was immediate. I was like, oh, I can't give this up. And
cool.
I think it was just a nice way to, cause I was after my cat passed away, I was like, oh, I'm going to be free for a while. I haven't been detached from my home and I don't have to plan it. And then it was your house, once you have a pet, your house doesn't feel like a home without an animal.
Totally. It feels just a little vacant.
It is also fun as a couple to have an animal together.
Yeah.
Have you and Audrey talked about what kind of dog or
We've pretty much through, I would say roughly 500 Instagram posts back and forth have landed on some sort of like terrier mix that we will adopt. That like there's a certain type of like rascally little terrier mix that is like, oh, that's where we align on.
Yeah,
like,
hey, we like a terrier.
There's got to be some terrier mix rescues, I'm sure.
There's a bunch. I mean, according to Instagram, they're all over and abundant.
Yeah.
It's just like
One Tail at a Time is a great program.
Okay, good to know.
Your Instagram is
One Tail at a
so
Time.
tempting.
Okay.
And also, this is kind of insider information, but if you're a foster, you get to see all the dogs before they go on Instagram. So as soon as a cute dog goes on Instagram, it's gone.
Yeah.
Gone.
Yeah,
they get like hundreds of applications for the really special ones.
Yeah.
And
Really special ones.
the ones with like 3 legs that are like really cute. I really feel like people like
they love a 3-legged dog.
They love a 3-legged. I know I do. There was this one cat named like
I don't.
I do.
Oh, I thought you were saying I don't.
No, I do.
I personally don't get it.
You were like, not for me.
I really like them. If I got a dog, I would want it to be disabled in some way. But I really did. There was one cat that One Tail put up. Its name was like Squish or something, but its eyes were like on like the side of its head. It was like so interesting looking, and it was like drooling out. And I was like, I want this cat so bad. And it was basically like you're like the 3,000th person to say they want this cat.
Yeah.
But you get a look at all of them, and then if you fought like my cat did not even go online.
Right, because you're getting the first.
You get the first
pick.
view. It was like I didn't even. It was like a blurry
AMC
photo
Stubbs
of like
member,
the back of her, and she's like this beautiful cat, but like no one ever even got the chance to swipe her.
That's honestly really good to know.
Yeah.
Great.
And there's no guilt of like being like, this one's not ours.
Yeah.
You're like, and our friend Trisha, she just foster failed.
I know.
This big, you know Trisha Brown?
The name sounds so familiar.
Her and her partner,
They
they
got
were
a huge
this
rescue
big
dog.
and they like the whole time she was like, "This is our dog," and he's like, "I don't know." And then they
and
foster
then it
failed.
was like, okay.
Yeah.
I understand your caution though, because I also grew up with a fucking insane dog.
Yes.
And he was so crazy. Like he would chase cars, and he got hit by a car 3 times, and that's not how he died.
The way he died is really fucked up, but you should tell it.
The way he died was really messed up.
What'd he do?
His name was Rudy.
Can I guess? No.
Yeah, you should guess. You should guess.
Okay.
This is kind of fun.
I feel like he, when everyone went out, this is so dark. When everyone went out, he like drawed a bath for himself, and then went in there and forgot how to swim.
Oh, yeah. He knew how to draw a bath, but he didn't know how to swim.
Poured himself a little glass of wine.
Poured a little glass of wine, got his favorite book.
That's so dark.
That was actually gorgeous. No, I wish it was like that. He was actually really smart, but Rudy was like, he kind of thought he was our equal. And so at one point, sorry, I'm going to completely out my brother, but at one point he was on the couch with my brother Zach, and then Zach got up and Rudy took his spot. And then Zach came back and was like, "Move, Rudy." And Rudy was like, "Mah." And then he was like, "Move." And Rudy wouldn't move. So then he like shoved Rudy, and then Rudy fell off the couch and then basically like released all of his bowels and like ruptured a cyst and had a seizure. And then 3 days later, he died.
Not this big smile. The big
smile.
Oh
I feel bad.
You have to laugh. You have to laugh. It's the craziest.
I'm not
most
laughing at the
horrible.
story. I'm laughing at how bad that sounds to anyone listening. Like, sorry, trigger warning to anyone who had their dog
That
die.
is
He pushed him off the couch, and then the dog basically exploded.
How old was your brother at the time?
My brother was, he was past college because I was in college.
Thank goodness.
I was studying abroad, and I remember running on the
Sorry,
treadmill.
honey, the dog exploded.
Literally,
exploded.
I got a WhatsApp message from my parents. I was listening to Bruno Mars' Grenade. And my parents were like, "We just put Rudy down. We're on our way to the gym."
In a way, Rudy caught a grenade of his own. Going immediately to the gym is so crazy.
No,
We're going to the
putting
gym.
your dog down and going to the gym is so crazy. And like, we had a full life with Rudy. Rudy was alive for almost 15 years.
Oh my gosh, that is so sad.
He was a really crazy dog.
Yeah.
I think he scarred my dad for sure.
Yeah, I mean that's. Have your parents gotten a dog since?
No, like
Yeah.
my dad won't allow it.
Yeah. It's just like it takes something like that where it becomes like I think it's maybe a bigger dog thing, or like where they just kind of become in charge in a way that's like can't have this. So like a littler dog, I like that you can kind of like this sounds bad, but like manipulate a little more, dominate,
we can
and just be
dominate.
like, you're being really silly right now. You are in trouble, and you're going in there. But like a bigger dog, like it's a little scarier. And I've noticed that with rescues too, where they're so happy to have
so
like they've
grateful.
suffered and now they know that this is better.
Definitely.
And they are more grateful. And I can
Definitely.
I can
Definitely.
sense
I'm
that.
like this entitled ass designer.
Olive, I'm so sorry.
She's never had to know pain or struggle
The
in her
most
life.
adversity she's faced is eating chocolate.
Yes.
She
At her own
And
hand.
it shows. Yeah.
I wanted to get a rescue for the record, but Joey's allergic to every dog, so
totally.
this was our only
This is the
option.
one,
Our little princess.
I do bully everyone I know who like gets like designer dogs.
Yeah,
I really
Hannah
do.
was like, "You're not gonna get a rescue," and I
Yeah.
was like, "I promise, I tried."
I can't. He
won't let
will
me.
not be able to open his eyes.
Joey will explode.
Even when we go visit Boop at Hannah's apartment, and Joey's like eyes turn bright red, and he's like, "Where's my Surtac?"
I can't do.
I love all these Joey's impressions.
I'm similar to.
We're
I'm
really
similar-
selling Joey right now.
Joey is so chill. We've just
Right.
like,
Joey on the show is like,
sure.
We're like, Joey tells us what to do.
Jesus Christ! I take care of this dog.
Jesus Christ.
He's like the most mild-mannered, sweet man in the world.
all of you're being bad.
He's the most chill.
He's so chill.
Go to your crate. Well, anyways, I hope you guys get a dog.
I do too. You have to keep us updated
I
because that's
will.
really exciting.
I will.
love when people like have an animal that just changes their life. It's so special.
I think I feel like I truly am in a place of being like, okay, I feel like I'm home enough now, and I like being home.
Yes.
I'm in that just stage of
And
life
you've got
where
four
it's like
hands.
I
You've got four
exactly,
hands.
Four
exactly.
hands.
You can figure out the schedules, and people, if you guys have friends, people love watching animals for you,
Totally.
especially if it's a good dog. That's
Totally.
another reason you want to have a good animal.
I know we can,
because people will be like, I want to watch
I
that
wanna
dog,
come
or
hang out.
I don't want to.
Yeah.
Go to your
so real.
that dog. Okay, should we move on to the next C?
Absolutely.
Keep it cranking.
Keep it cranking. Is that the next C?
What are you cranking
Crankin'.
these days?
What
you been cranking?
these days?
Cranking.
What are you consuming?
Ooh, I am doing sort of a deep dive on like mid 2000s era Survivor right now.
Ooh.
Wow,
And
wow.
we are heavy in the throes of like that. We're on season 15, I think, of Survivor right now.
Okay.
And it's pretty epic the way people are like not afraid of like media lasting. Like the digital footprint is
We were
not.
talking about this the other day
Oh,
with
really?
Parker
It
of
is-
just like how reality TV, people didn't realize that they didn't think of it as something that could last forever and like
Literally.
tarnish their
They
life.
weren't worried about getting
They're
canceled.
naked. They're being
Yes.
horrible people,
Yes.
and they're like, "This will go away on,
Right.
on an island." Yeah, so it's all quite fun
Which
right now.
season is your favorite so far?
So far,
Is poverty on any of these?
she's been on
Okay.
on 2 now. So this
Okay.
is like fans versus favorites, which is
Okay.
really really fun. And she was on an earlier one, maybe Cook Islands. Don't
Okay.
cancel me, Survivor heads. I don't remember.
I've never watched like really any of
yeah.
Survivor, but I just know Poverty
Yes,
from
Lost-
Traders,
oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
then I read her memoir, and
Oh,
she's
hell
really
yeah.
interesting.
She's so cool. And like
Yeah.
I heard her talking on, maybe it was like Lost Cultures
Mm-hmm.
or something, about being like labeled as a villain on the
Right.
show. And it's so funny. Like she's just like good at the game and like will lie and play the game. And I think men get upset at her for like, it's like, you led me on. And she's
They're like,
I'm-
"You are
I'm-
flirting with me, you
yeah,
bitch."
Yeah. She's like,
like-
this is a game for $1 million. You're an idiot. Like,
And she's so unassuming, like,
totally.
you know, with her headbands, and she looks so, like, she doesn't seem like she'd lie to you.
Yeah, and
Right.
she's like low key athletic and like does really well, and
Yeah.
yeah, she's the best. But yeah,
So if you went on Survivor,
Yes.
what do you think your strategy would be? How do you think you would play the game?
So growing up, me and my family would watch Survivor like religiously, and it was always a thing of like always I told like my whole 3rd grade class, like, oh, my mom applied for Survivor and she didn't. She said she was going to, but she never actually did. So it was always the thing growing up. You're like, oh, Jake, you'd be so good on the show or whatever. And I think when I was younger, I was like athletic and like played a lot of sports. And now watching, I'm like, oh my gosh, some of these challenges look like impossible. I would
So hard.
myself. So now I think if I was really playing now, I'd really lean into the social game. And I really think I have a good way of like forming connections with a broad range of people. And I think I'd be able to sort of like kind of have a lot of knowledge of what everyone was thinking. I play this game in my head when I'm like I work at a restaurant. Well, when I'm serving with everyone, I often play a game of like, okay, if we were playing Survivor with everyone who works here right now, who would get voted off? And in my head, I'm never getting voted off. Like, I am always
I'm the most popular.
I am in the social. I can talk to everyone here, and I could like find a way to
Hell yeah.
not get
that. I feel like that's such a good strategy of like, I mean, I think it's hard for some people, but like just being likable gets you so far.
It really does. And just being like seemingly trustworthy. Like some people are like very, very manipulative outwardly, and it's like, okay, well, you're gonna get voted off.
I also kind of think about just as like a grander scheme of things. You are like hanging out with these people all the time. And like, I think it would, because sometimes it's so obvious that someone should be voted off or whatever. But I think if you're a good hang, people are like, I don't want them to go.
Totally.
Like, even though that would be like the smart move because like they're my best friend here or they're who I hang out with. And I'm like, so making yourself like be like a good hang, I think is
so
really important.
Long.
So
like
long.
An episode
Having,
is
like,
like
a good
over
vibe.
Yes, an episode's over like 3.5 days or something.
Yeah.
And they condense it. It's like, you don't really think about
How long is
they're
an
hanging
average
out.
season?
They've shortened it. It used to be like 39 days.
Wow.
Like that's the ones we're watching right now. Yeah.
We had the last Survivor cast do the set at Maine last year.
That's fun.
It was cool.
It was really fun.
That's
and
so fun.
At the time, like Survivor was coming
Was
out.
it 49 or 50? Do you know if it was
It wasn't the All Stars
Okay,
one.
so it was the
Yeah.
That's
And
so-
at the time, there
how
was like
many
a
was
bunch.
there?
There
How
was
many
like
were there?
7.
Yeah, like 6 or 7.
Whoa,
And
that's so cool.
I think the winner was there, but they couldn't reveal to us who was
Right,
the winner
right,
yet.
right.
Who was the winner?
Oh,
The
it was
one that was
girl.
engaged.
It was it one of the Yeah. Savannah.
That was the winner.
Can I see the picture of her?
was
I think we were with Savannah. Oh, wait, let me see.
was Rizzo there? Was it like a little kid?
Oh, wait, that is her, isn't it? Actually,
Maybe not.
no.
Hold on. Let me
I
look
think
at this
the girl
cast. Oh,
that we
shit.
met
I turned your phone off.
was came in second.
Okay, hell yeah. That's so fun.
Actually, they were like talking
Shit on that girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Well, so that girl came into this new 50th season and was like making everyone's like, guess how well I did in this last season.
Okay.
MC was there. No, the other Sophie with Noe.
Sophie.
Sophie with Noe.
So, yeah. And then
who was the guy?
Alex.
Alex was there, and Christina was there.
Yes.
And they were like telling stories
Wow.
like from it, and we were like improvising around the stories.
Had they like recently got back from it?
I think pretty recently.
Yeah,
Wow.
they were like on
the
watching
tour.
Oh wow! So so the winner hadn't even been announced
No.
yet. Maybe
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
Oh, I didn't even realize that's how it worked.
That's awesome.
Oh yes, so they didn't announce it yet, but they knew who it was.
Did they improvise with you, or did they?
They just told stories.
Okay.
No, they just told stories.
That'd be too scary. I feel like I always wonder like when famous people who aren't like NBA players come, are they
Right.
just telling stories, or do they want to
I think
play
it's usually
too?
like Armando style, where they'll tell. What we did have Heather Gay from Salt Lake City,
Oh, okay.
the housewife. She came and she was like, "We're like, if you want to tell stories like from your book," she's like, "I'll just hop in wherever," and we were like. Okay. And we were like, okay. She also had no voice. And she was like, oh, don't worry about me. I'll just hop in wherever. And it would just be like, we'd improvise. We were like, okay, I guess we'll just do improvised housewives. And then she would come on stage, grab my hand and be like, you bitch. And like every scene, it was amazing. But it was like, it was not good improv at all.
That's so scary.
It was amazing though. There's just all these pictures of me and her like holding hands and like cuddling together and just like, you bitch.
It would have been pretty funny to see if they would improvise. They were all so nervous.
They
Remember?
were really nervous to like tell the stories and stuff. But they
Yeah.
were like also just because I always wonder, like, oh, are they making it seem a lot worse, like the conditions than they actually are? And they were like, no, like sleeping at night, literally crabs would be crawling all over you every single night.
And they were like, we were so hungry.
Yeah. That would be the part that would take me out. If I was like hungry, I would just be like, fuck this. I'm going to go fucking eat something.
It's unbelievable. They're like boiling coconut and like get like a little bit of rice. And they're like, oh my gosh.
Have you guys seen Naked and Afraid?
A little bit.
Or what's insane. The one that's like
Alone is about to come out.
Yeah.
Alone is like the winner of that one is always like in a psychotic break. Like and literally by like, the end they're like 90 pounds and they like have like squirrel skins like everywhere and they're like they look crazy and they're not
alone?
Well. And they're alone.
Are they naked?
Sometimes.
Yes.
Oh.
Right?
They're not naked.
They have to have their own, or I think they can come with like just what the clothes that they're wearing, but over, because it'll be like, some of them last like 70 days, like something.
Holy
it's like
hell.
So crazy.
Is it like how long you can stay out there by yourself?
Yeah,
yes.
You want to be the last one standing.
Like if they,
it's like Hunger Games.
I know,
right?
And people quit or something.
Well,
or like,
you'll just like, it's like, I'm done.
One time
I would like to go.
This
I want a cheeseburger. I would like to go.
I want a cheeseburger. This one woman kept getting diarrhea, and she like kept making her own like activated charcoal, and then they came and took her out because
she was so
she wouldn't.
Wait,
like,
what is activated charcoal?
Activated charcoal is supposed to like stop diarrhea.
Yeah,
Oh.
but she was so emaciated and sick that it was like she could die.
But
she was like, I want to stay.
And eating charcoal.
Yeah, literally, and like,
But she was too weak to like get her own food, so she wasn't, hunting. And then they were like, "We got to take her out."
It's also sad because a lot of these people like really need the money. It's like my whole family is going to be out on the street if I don't win this money.
Totally.
It's like the stakes are always like deeply high. That I feel like they aren't in like Survivor. It's just like, oh, it'd be cool to like win this.
There was this woman on this last season of Survivor who everyone loved. Like the Audrey and I loved her. So she was a fan favorite.
Yeah.
But it was like she was a lunch lady and like just everyone was obsessed with her. And at the reunion, it was revealed that she got fired from her lunch lady job because she like had to call off and they wouldn't let her back.
Aww.
And then the producer felt like so bad. Like during the live reunion was like, yeah, we're gonna give this woman $100,000. Like we're gonna give her money. Like it was so sweet.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
I can't believe they fired the lunch lady.
I know she was the favorite too, and then she was like, I got hired for a janitor, but then as the janitor, but then I was like too distracting because all the kids knew me from Survivor, and I was like, oh, this is so sad.
It's also always wonder like how real people jobs react to like reality TV.
Totally.
My sister was on Farmer Wants a Wife.
No way.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
And she was like working at like a nonprofit for like children with cleft palates, like a really good serious job. And she was like, hey guys, would it be chill if I left for a couple months to go on Farmer Wants a Wife? And they were like, she was just so scared to even ask. And they were like, yes, like everyone was so excited. Like, we can't wait to watch you. Come back whenever. And it was like truly, she was like, oh, okay. I think they paid her $800 a week to like be on the like you get a
stipend. That's awesome.
I was like, right. Shit. I know. Maybe I want a farmer.
I know. I think that's more than like The Bachelor or
Wife wants a farmer. More
Wife wants a farmer.
Wife wants a farmer.
I could be with the farmer.
Well, also, I mean, we've talked about it on the pod already, but she was like there for the wrong reason. Like she was like classically there for the wrong reason. She was like, maybe I'll get some Instagram followers from this.
Is your family like obsessed with like watching those episodes? Like, is it?
She had kind of in what we were talking about. My sister had no shame about her sort of episodes coming up.
Oh my gosh!
But what was funny is she started dating the guy that she's now been seriously dating, like in the time period after filming to when it came out. And so she hadn't really told him about it. And then it was on the and there was a commercial for it on the Super Bowl, and my sister was featured on like the Super Bowl commercial, and she's like, literally, it's like my sister's face for like 5 seconds, and he was like watching it with his friends, and I guess one of his friends was like, "Isn't that your girl?
Ain't that your girl?
Ain't that your?" It was a bunch of guys like, "Ain't that your girl?
That's your woman."
And he was like, called her, and she was like, "I was gonna tell you, like, I just like it didn't work out, blah 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 blah." And like for a second, he was like, "I don't know if I feel weird that you lied to me about it. Maybe you're not who I thought you were going to be." And all of us were like, "How dare he judge you for living your best life?"
It was Farmer Wants a Wife.
Right. It is a wild thing to not share.
I know. My sister's kind of like that.
That's awesome.
But it was also just like, her being on Farmer Wants a Wife was so not aligned with who she is and like her actual life that she's built. So I think it probably was a bit of a mind fuck of being like, this isn't anything like what I know about you.
Oh, man, I would have gifts saved if I were sending her constantly.
I mean, she did a watch party at a movie theater of the first episode.
That is so awesome.
And like we got like a movie theater in Brooklyn, and we like watched it, and like a bunch of the girls like flew out. My sister had a mic the entire time, and she would be like, "Let's go!" Like and it was just so much fun, because my sister also just did not take it seriously at all,
is so
and like
funny.
on the screen was not taking it seriously. And so she had a really nice mindset about it, where she was just like, this is a joke, I was playing a character the entire
That's so
time.
fun.
Yeah, and she made friends from it, so yeah.
It's true. She almost won.
She was like supposed to win.
What do you mean win? Like get the farmer?
She almost got the farmer.
She almost got the farmer.
Is it a bunch of wives vying for one farmer?
No, a bunch of wives for 4 different farmers.
Okay.
And
I wonder if any of the other farmers kept their wives.
no, none of. I guess like one girl, like he kicked her off and then like immediately sent her like a dick pic. The one woman that ended up with a farmer, she like quit her life and like moved to Oklahoma, and then he got back with an ex, and then she had just started a whole new, like she started working at a school in this small ass town, and she was like, okay, well, I'm living here now. I replanted my life. It was all
That's the beginning of a rom-com.
Right.
Where you like move to Oklahoma because...
Yeah, because you're farmer.
Your farmer.
And then your farmer cheats on you.
Yeah, and then he cheats on you, and it's like...
Well, I guess I'm here now.
Working at this school. This wasn't what I planned. This wasn't my dream.
It's a musical. This wasn't my dream.
Okay. Should we move on?
Yes. Yes. What are you curious about?
Oh, I am curious about the boats in the Chicago harbor and how often they get used and how many times you would need to use that boat to justify buying it, making it live in the harbor and all that stuff.
How much do you think the harbor rent is?
I think it's like insane, like 10 grand or something.
10 grand a month?
10 grand
to keep it in there for the year or something like that. And I am talking so out of my ass right now. Right. But I think it's like a lot of money.
I was going to say more than that.
I'm curious.
For a whole
I wonder
year?
if you can find it, Shelby. Because
okay,
Shelby, do you have information? Okay.
Okay.
I'm saying 10 grand to keep
I'm
it there
gonna
for the
guess
year.
it's kind of like a club.
And this is per
and you
year,
have to
Shelby?
pay.
Okay, it's per foot.
Per
It's
foot
per
of boat.
foot depending on the specific location and boat size. While daily transient dockage costs between $2.50 and $6 per foot, which is nothing.
$2.50 times a foot. Say it's a 30-footer. What's the
math
math on that?
30 footer.
Do not ask me.
Okay, let's say
I will shut down.
it's $30 a foot. It's a 30-foot boat. That's $900 a day. Was that right at all?
Math happens. I cannot compute. I shut down.
What's a normal size boat?
12 foot.
Yeah,
boat.
right? Well,
Maybe
12
bigger.
feet, that's only
15
like,
foot boat.
Okay.
I would say
30
a
foot's
boat
like a small
with,
yacht.
I would say like a really? Is it 30 feet like here to there?
30,
26 feet.
Okay.
Let's go 26.
26 foot.
like from the counter to Jake how that's probably
Get
like
out a ruler. That's probably making this so complicated.
All right, let me lay
that's
down.
25 feet, right?
We need to
lay
measure.
down.
Let's
I'll
measure
lay
Jake.
down.
How many Jakes go across the room? How many boats can fit into
And
this room?
if Jake is half a boat,
If Jake is half a boat, then a boat would be 5 Jakes.
How many of
Jake
my
ate
pinkies?
2 sandwiches for lunch. How many boats does that make him?
And how big is the sandwich?
Okay, so we're gonna do. It's gonna
Ladies
be like
and
the
gentlemen,
Belmont or Diversey, Montrose.
Okay.
Like those harbors are all pretty much the same rate. $117 per foot, up to $181 per
day?
foot for 81 plus feet.
And is that per
salt.
day?
For a day. That's for a day.
So that's like that.
Or is
That's
that-
about $3,000 a month.
That's about $3 grand.
That's about $3,000 a month right there.
That there's about $3,000 a month.
Right there's about $3 grand.
Which is a lot.
Yeah.
To just freaking park it.
And then how much does a 26-foot boat cost?
First, I want to
itself?
say this was
probably like $100
This
grand.
was a great curiosity because this is something like having a boat is a
Not
whole
worth it to me.
I guess
lifestyle.
The question is, what would make it? How many times would you have to use that thing to feel like this is worth it?
I personally don't want to do any work on a boat. Like, I don't want to upkeep the boat. Like, I would much rather have a good friend with a boat than have my own boat. Like, if literally...
That's the key to life.
That is the key. To
I
life.
thing, you were showing us some sort of boat
thing, yeah.
thing, but we're just at an hour.
Just like a bunch of Google images of a boat.
boats.
Boats.
It is confirmed that is a boat.
These are boats.
Yes, exactly. I think I personally don't want a boat.
Sure.
I personally.
I spit on boats.
To answer your question, I think you would have to use it 50 times.
A month?
Totally. No,
year.
For the summer.
50 times, 50
Yeah.
times in a summer to have it be worth it.
Totally.
And then it's like every time you take it out, you have to do X, Y, Z. Every time you bring it back, you have to do X, Y, Z.
Wasn't my question.
I hate
I'm not
boats.
saying-
I'm Joey, and I hate boats.
They say the
Joey would be like, approximately 30 feet is actually a pretty good deal.
They say the 2 best days in a boat owner's life is the day they buy it and the day they sell it.
I feel like
And
that's such a dad thing to
and
say.
that's what they say about
That's
boats.
what they
You're
say.
gonna regret buying that. Even the idea of having it in Chicago is cool for like 2 seconds, and then
Right.
it's like, oh my gosh, this is so annoying.
Truly.
I'm also like, how do you even get it out there?
Yeah, you have to like
Driving
There's
a
all
boat
these
through
there's all
traffic.
these laws.
right,
These
and then you have
water
to store
laws.
the boat in a like somewhere else for the winter. Like I think you have to like not be able to like keep it
I
in there.
think
'cause it's
this
gonna
is why
freeze again.
so many men own boats and women don't own boats because like I feel like men want to be like, I own a boat. And I think they like the ego
It's
around
so
owning a
goofy,
boat
yeah.
where like a woman looks at the pros and cons and they're like, wait, it actually makes a lot more sense when I want to go on a boat to just buy a day to go on a boat and have
Totally.
someone else take care. You know what I mean? Where it's like,
Why don't we rent a
very,
boat?
I think
Yeah.
it's very identity based
Totally.
too. Like,
Yes.
like boat life is like a identity. You know what I mean?
It's like a social card to be able to play. Be like, hey, come on the boat this weekend.
right.
I think it's such a rich person thing where you have to clearly have like a team of people that help you
Yes.
upkeep it.
Yes.
So then
It's
it's like not as
so-
big of a deal.
It is like so much money.
Yeah. I also think like having a boat in the city is a totally different ballgame than because I grew up with a lot of friends with lake houses.
Totally.
Who it would be like we went to Grand Lake like probably 10 weekends over the summer and it was like pretty easy because they kept the boat there all
Right.
the time. It's behind the house
It's a little
and
speedboat. It
and
has-
it's like
it's
the
like
parents.
covered
But I
and-
also
yeah.
say this as like the parents were the ones upkeeping the boat and we were just
Totally.
like underage drinking
Right,
and
right.
fucking around. But
That's the dream.
exactly.
Yeah.
And it was so fun, but I'm like, I would never want to be like the parent in charge of the
Yeah,
boat
yeah, yeah.
ever.
I mean, it was the same in South Carolina where, you know, like everybody had a boat and it was so fun if a friend invited you to go
It's
tubing.
So fun. That, I
Like,
would say like
tubing was, I
I fucking love tubing.
it's the best.
I had no
It is
idea
the
what it was
best.
until we moved to South Carolina. I was like, this
Oh my God.
is something.
We
So
would
cool.
get fucking ripped on those. Like our friend's dad would make the circles. And it would be like,
Get
I remember one. Yes, my friend's dad Newt. He was Newt.
That's
Newt
my
Sharp.
dad Newt.
Rocks. Love. Shout out to Newt.
Newt does own a boat.
He's the best, and he I remember he was doing all the stuff on the tube, but he couldn't get us off. And I remember I was and I think I was talking a lot of shit. I was like, "You'll never get me off, Newt!" And I put both my hands
Newt.
Underneath the thing, and then put my legs my feet underneath, so I was fully attached. And I literally saw him one of my friends had fallen off, and I saw her get back on the boat, and she was like, "Get her off!" And he was and made this huge wave. The tube went up in the air. It turned around in the air and then smacked me down, knocked the wind out of me, and then I was bawling. And I think he felt so bad.
Holy
it was
shit!
You know when it goes from fun to scary
How
pretty
old were
quick.
You think?
High school.
Yeah.
I think I was probably 16.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
He tried to kill you.
So
but that's
dangerous.
the situation
yeah.
where you should with a lake house and that's meant for having a boat.
Totally.
It is crazy
Yeah.
to me, these people who live in River North,
Right.
and have a boat in the harbor or
Yes.
something. It's what the hell?
Have you gone on a boat this summer?
No, I wish so bad. I want to go on a jet ski so bad. I, as a kid, jet skied once or twice and just remember feeling this is the coolest thing ever. And
this
I've
is
been
the
wanting, I
life.
was looking, I didn't do it, but I was I should rent a jet ski for my birthday this year.
You should.
I didn't end up doing it. There's
Have
actually
you seen the cars that are they're cars on the water?
No.
They look
In Chicago, or?
Yes, and they look like convertibles.
Oh my! I think
we were
I've
all
seen
joking about them and
oh my
renting
gosh,
them.
that's so fun.
Because we did a couple yachts as a cast last summer.
Yeah.
And one guy we were on the boat and we were kind of hanging out, and this guy just comes up on a jet ski and he's like, "Does anyone want a jet ski ride?" And I was I had a couple
Yeah.
drinks. I was like, "I'll take a ride." And then he was like, "Woof," and I was holy, and I was just this guy is just going up to boats and asking
Yeah,
strangers if they
yeah.
want to ride. I'm not sure that this is the best. We both were ripping from his fucking vape. I don't even vape. Literally.
What else you got?
Literally, he took it out of the little compartment. He went really far away from the boat that I was on.
Oh.
Stops the jet ski. He's like, "Sorry, I just need to smoke my vape." And then he was like, "You want it?" I was like, Yeah.
I didn't know you could vape meth.
Wait, but you were going to do it for your birthday, and then what happened?
Oh, I just had the idea of, I'm an adult, I can do that. And then I didn't do it. But
Have you-
I think you can find a Groupon
it's so
for
easy.
that.
Yeah, it's actually,
Yeah.
it's not terribly expensive for
Yeah.
an hour or something.
Totally. Have you and Audrey gone on a honeymoon yet?
No.
Well, maybe
still planning
something.
it. Our honeymoon
Jet ski
is
is just going on a jet ski.
It's her watching me jet ski in the harbor.
You don't think Audrey would? You don't think Audrey would get on the
No,
jet ski?
she'd be into
Our
it.
honeymoon.
Our honeymoon is driving 20
Going to
minutes.
jet skis.
Me?
No, but I that would be awesome to include that as something I want in
Yeah.
our
What,
honeymoon.
what are you guys thinking for your honeymoon?
No thoughts at all.
Oh,
We are
okay.
both so our thought is we should have maybe a little bit of money and then go on a honeymoon.
Oh, love that.
So fair.
that is our thought.
Having a little bit of money. Yeah.
How good. How good.
I would say if you guys, whenever you do it, you should have a beach portion or a lay down portion. Because I
Yes.
think there's you can have a trip, but then you also need the relaxed time.
Yeah. Are you a traveler that does too much?
Well, at the beginning when me and Joey did our honeymoon, it was so fun, but then by the end I was so fucking fried.
Yeah.
So then we kind of planned it for the end where we would go to this super nice hotel and just kind of
amazing.
lay around, and it was so
That
worth it
is
because
the
I was
best.
I am cooked.
Yeah, we didn't have a honeymoon, but we stayed in. There's this hotel in Wicker that's kind of nice. Right after we got married.
Cafe Roby?
Roby,
Or the Roby Hotel?
yeah.
The Roby's so
we stayed in the
cute.
Roby for I think it was 2 days, and we just ordered room service and loped
Love
around,
that.
and that was just kind of
Rocks.
I don't know. There's a lot going on up until us getting married, and it was just kind of nice to be okay, we did it, nice,
Totally.
and just sort of chill,
Decompress.
Yeah.
Not have to worry about even being in your own apartment.
Yeah,
And
totally.
sometimes just being in your own apartment, it's one thing I like loved about touring and like being in hotels, it's like if you're in the hotel, the only thing you can really do is like lay down.
Yeah,
And
you
like
feel-
where it's like at your apartment, I could like look around and be like, well, I should probably do this and this and this. Where it's like, oh, I don't actually have shit to do here.
Totally.
Nothing to organize.
No obligations.
Yeah.
And then you watch like something you would never watch in a million years on like
Right.
hotel TV, and it's like
Yes.
kind of beautiful.
It's like Knocked Up on E.
I would watch the hell out of Knocked
Always
Up.
playing
The
on E.
back half of Knocked Up, and saw commercials I've never dreamed about.
The last movie that I watched in a hotel room was the movie Chef. Do you guys remember that?
Oh, the
God,
John
I'm
Favreau
watching
movie?
it.
Yes, it
I've
was
never
so good.
I've never seen it. People are
I
addicted to that
love
movie.
John Favreau.
Honestly, watch it tonight.
Okay.
It
I
rocks.
literally am watching all the old season of Top Chef right now.
Oh.
It's just like such a good like chillin' show. And he was just on an episode being like, I just made this movie called Chef and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, he seems like a cool guy. I really
He
like his
does
energy.
seem very enthusiastic, and man, he's been working.
He's been doing
That
it.
guy's been
He's
working.
been working. So we all agree we're not getting boats.
No
Not
boats,
this
but
year.
maybe jet skis.
One day I will have a friend with a boat.
There you go. Should we move on to our final segment?
Absolutely.
Ourselves?
Absolutely.
Layla, do you have a cell?
My cell. Well, my cell, I was going to be like, if anyone's curious about freezing your eggs, but I wouldn't like sell that. I would just, because it's like, also it's so
Let's sell it.
expensive.
Not enough people are talking about it.
Not enough people are talking
And it's
about
an
it.
option.
But like, I just want you to know, yeah, it's like, it's totally an option. It's totally doable. And now I have like the reassurance of having my eggs frozen so I don't have to get pregnant for like a couple years or so. But it is like, I feel like that should be, this is my cell, is politically, I think that should be free for women. Or I think
honey.
healthcare should cover
Literally.
freezing your eggs and embryos.
That's so real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm like, they're literally like, I think they're gonna, well, I mean, in a really dark way, because women aren't like having babies like they used to.
Yeah.
I think about the government being like, we're gonna inseminate every woman on Earth.
Like Handmaid's Handmaid's Tale.
Like a TV show about that. Yeah.
Well, I
Well,
feel
they're
like
they in other countries they like incentivize women to have kids, where it's like we'll pay you $25,000 or whatever amount to have a kid, and I'm like, is that really?
well, that's kind of what's going on now, is because it's so expensive to have kids in the United States that they're encouraging people to have kids.
Oh, shit.
So I think they are kind of like, maybe we could find ways for people to freeze their
Wow.
eggs.
Sorry,
Wow.
the watch party is starting
Watch
to
party is
arrive.
beginning. Anyway, I can talk more in depth about IVF, but my cell is getting a coconut iced coffee at Cafe Tola.
Oh my gosh.
Nice.
Incredible.
Love
Incredible.
It's
Cafe
so
Tola.
good. Cafe Tola is so good.
And you know, while you're at it, I love their empanadas, but I also love their breakfast tacos.
So good.
They've got a nice breakfast.
And they just
taco.
have such a good vibe. And it's my favorite summer drink is a little coconut iced coffee from Cafe Tola.
Nothing better.
Yeah.
Okay, I have mine. Mine's kind of negative.
A negative cell?
I have a negative cell. My cell is not going to Lollapalooza in your 30s.
That's so real. That's so real.
I am so grateful for the opportunity. I got to go to a day of Lollapalooza for free. And I've never been, and Second City did like some weird show for it, but then of course Second City didn't like allow them to take the night off. So then one of the performers, Chase, shout out to Chase,
Yeah,
thank
yeah.
you, gave me his
He's like, "Here, go."
wristband
Yeah.
and was like, you can go on Sunday if you want to. So I was like, I've never been to Lolla before. I really want to see Muna perform. I was like, so if I'm going, I'm also going alone, which
Yeah.
I was like, I've never gone to like a festival.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know, I'm going to take a square of mushroom chocolate and go
what
see what
happens.
this is
Yeah.
all about. And so then I go with like an open mind. Immediately I was like, hell to the fucking no.
Yeah.
It was horrible.
It's scary. What time did you go?
Scary. I went pretty early because Muna was at 5.
Yeah.
And so like I went at like, I think I got there at like 4.
It was also a Sunday.
It was
Right.
a Sunday. It was just
And
like,
it's been wrecked the past,
Yeah.
like, for 3
I
days.
mean,
It's getting rained on.
it smelled horrible. Everyone was in these weird outfits. I sound like an old person. But I'm like, literally, everyone was like in like these weird but the same outfits. And it was so many teenagers. I'm not
Yes.
kidding. There was like 2 teenage boys who walked by me who were so fucking gone behind the eyes, and they were eating pizza and they had pizza all over their face.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I was like,
it's like a zombie apocalypse.
They're wearing basketball jerseys,
yes,
and it's
I was
just like,
huh? Like I was so deeply disturbed by like everything that I saw, and it was just like swarms of people, and I was so overstimulated. But I'm like, I'm gonna see Muna. So then I went, and I will say, Muna fucking rocked.
Yes.
And I would definitely see Muna at a Lala after show
Totally.
another time. But afterwards, like there were still like all these like headliners to go. As soon as Muna was, I was like, I'm gonna leave.
I gotta go.
I think I was there for like a total of 2 hours, and I was like, I'm gonna go, and I never need to ever come here again. It was just too much. Go to a Lala after show. The bad thing about Lala after shows, they start really late, which is also hard for an older person.
Right.
But every Lala after show I've been to has been awesome.
Yeah.
And that was like just like a really scary, weird experience.
The Lala after show, I went last year. Also, surprisingly, really good margaritas.
Oh,
Where was
okay.
it?
Which one?
I went
venue?
to Joe at
Joe's on Weed?
at Salt Shed.
Oh, fun.
And no, the
Yeah,
band
got
Joe,
it.
like the
Yeah.
and so Joey was like there waiting for me because I went after a main stage show, and he was like holding 2 margaritas. Got off my bike, drank the margarita, it fucking rocked.
That's
and I
so
was like,
fun.
okay. But Lala, like the food kind of sucks.
I
and
didn't
then-
even try to get food or a drink. I was like, this ain't
Have
it.
you
Lala's-
been to Lala since 2022?
Lala has been extremely spoiled for me because Joey and Jordy's dad was fraternity brothers with the guy who used to run Lala. So we used to get these insane VIP tickets for free, and there's like free food and free drinks, and like you get backstage access and like golf carts to take you
Yeah.
around, and it's like it's so ruined that going like normal style is just so like, oh man, this is scary and overwhelming, and
Yes.
it's, there's a lot going. I went in 2024 I think, but I didn't go last year and I didn't go this year. But it's sad. I have a special place in my heart for Lala, but it is
Yeah.
it's so crazy to be like, these are 16-year-olds, average age 16,
Yes.
and they are wasted, and it is scary, and like,
The lead singer of Muna, she was saying she was from Winnetka, and she was
Okay.
also did
wow.
like a shout out. She was like, shout out to all the teens out there. Everyone, please be nice to the teens. They're just trying their best. Like, basically, she was like, I was a fucked up teen at Lollapalooza. And I was like, that's actually, I think, at this point, this is who this
That's
is
sweet,
for.
yeah.
And it's not for me.
Yeah.
So my Sal is saying no.
Unless you get a VIP pass.
I think I'd still say no if I'm being
it makes
honest.
a big difference.
I don't know,
You could sit away in like a little thing and watch.
I'm like maybe,
Yes,
but just the
yes.
whole process of it all, just
getting
not it for me.
the VIP pass was pretty clutch.
It was
'cause
awesome. Yeah.
Having like the air conditioned bathrooms
Yes,
and then
yes.
the little like back
Cabanas
village.
and like the
I also feel like, oh, never mind.
What?
Nothing. It's rude.
So-
I was saying, I also think influencers ruin everything.
That's
Oh,
true.
yeah.
And
That's
I'm
not
just
rude.
like VIP, like,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
like, just the whole festival culture, I think I'm just not, it's not my thing.
You're
Real.
so right. And there is like a hierarchy system that's like fucked up.
It's
Yeah.
so stupid. And then the fact that like there's now like a VIP pit where like you can get really close, and there's
Yeah.
like all this room, and the people who really fucking care about an artist
I
are like
know.
slammed up against each other, and then you look over
Exactly.
here and it's like there's actually room, and they got there way later, and
Yes,
it's a
very-
little icky.
No, it
once
truly
they added that.
represents
yeah.
capitalism.
Like I like showed up 2 minutes before Chapel Rowan a few years ago, and was
Wow.
like literally right here. I was like, great, and then I let and like people were waiting there all day. It feels shitty.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I don't know.
But
I'm having
that
fun.
does rock.
Yeah, I'm having fun.
That does rock.
Okay, what is your cell?
Oh, my cell is the Regal Rewards program. It is so.
If you can believe it, someone sold this before on our
Is that
podcast.
true? Is that true?
Adonis.
Having
Adonis. Oh, okay. Sorry. They all
AMC
are
Stubs
the
or
same
Regal?
things to me.
Because I have seen Adonis at Regal a couple times, so maybe it is.
Evan did AMC Stubs.
I think so. I think it.
All of our male friends are the exact same.
I just think it's very awesome. If you're gonna see a movie, why not pay? It pays for itself immediately. People have already said this.
Wait.
It's awesome. Seeing a doubleheader movie is the most exhilarating thing
Yeah.
ever.
What's your Regal of choice?
I like I like the one on Western.
Yeah.
Because it just has
We're
it's
walkable to there.
bigger theater. It's bigger. The Webster one is smaller. It's like near to more food, so that's kind of nice if you want to eat before you go.
Yeah.
But
have you been to that little place across the street from it? Or across from the Regal Webster place that's sort of like rebranded a couple times?
The little like
Now
taco.
it's like an Italian place.
But it used to be a breakfast place.
Yes.
I haven't been since it has, but
I haven't either.
Cute.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Looks
there's
cute.
like Pequods, and then right next to it is this place.
Oh wait, I'm thinking of the other, the one on Western. Do you know what I'm talking about?
There's a really scary like jester, like jester restaurant that like no one's ever set foot in.
Yes,
and
and
that's
then
scary.
the other building.
Il Trattoria or whatever.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Have not been there.
I've always been curious.
Yeah, I don't know. It gives me vibes that
I
I'm
know.
like I shouldn't go there.
It's one of those restaurants that like for whatever reason it's like the cursed spot and it like turns over a lot.
Totally. Well, that's my redundant sell. I guess.
Sorry.
I guess my new sell that has never been done is Crocs. I
You love
love my
Crocs.
Crocs.
Okay, that has
I'm
never been done.
Addicted to my Crocs. Cut out all the shit about movies.
No.
I stand Crocs. I love them. I think they're perfect for everything.
Wow.
How
I've
often do
never
you wear
owned
them?
Crocs.
Every single day I wear.
And
my
what
Crocs.
color?
I have right now. I'm rocking like off-white Crocs.
Oh my God.
Wow, bold.
Yeah.
That's so trendy.
But I will wear them into the ground. I hate tying my shoes, and I love just being able to like slip them
Slip
on.
it in.
I
Nice
like
little
winter
Croc.
Crocs for a minute. Those got kind of funky.
Do you serve
real
in
quick.
Crocs?
I have a version of.
Do you serve?
I
Do you
serve in
serve in
Crocs.
Crocs?
I have like a version of non-slip that
Yeah.
are Crocs. Yeah, I love
Like
them.
little clogs.
I love them. I love them. They dry immediately. You can wear them to the beach. You wear them around.
Okay. I'm
Going
kind
to
of
do-
getting sold right
They're
now.
I know,
so
me too.
Good. I can walk like miles in Crocs.
Miles.
Miles.
Wait, I want to go back to Regal for a second. Did you watch The Odyssey on IMAX?
I haven't seen it yet. Well, because like I really wanted to see it in like proper IMAX, and that doesn't exist around here. You have to like go to Indiana, or there's maybe one place in Woodridge or
Wait,
something.
what about, is Regal Western not proper IMAX?
I guess it's like a.
It's
for
not
all
like
intents and
70
purposes,
millimeter?
It's like, no, it's like a digital scan of an IMAX or something,
Okay.
and I don't really care about that, but I kind of wanted to see like, oh, maybe. So I've been putting it off, but I just at this point might just see it in any way I can, because I've heard it's awesome, but I haven't.
It was definitely entertaining. I
Yeah.
don't think I would ever like watch it again.
There's very few Chris Nolan movies that I'm like, I got to see that again.
See,
like,
most
Dark
boys
Knight
I
Rises,
know,
yeah.
they're like, I gotta see that again.
That's crazy.
Like, I want to see it again,
I don't
again.
really like watching a movie again.
And you know what?
If I've seen it, I'm like, I got it.
Yeah.
I feel like it's only now that I'm starting to be like, maybe I'd watch that again
Yeah.
because it's been like 20 years.
No, totally.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
nice to
yeah.
revisit and be like, oh, I didn't retain any of this.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was too young to understand what this movie was about. but
You know what movie I did watch where I was like, I would watch that again? The Invite.
it was
still
so
haven't
good.
seen it.
I enjoyed it so much
It was
that I
so
was
good.
like, I would watch that again like pretty soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've got to see it.
I liked that. I watched the Lego Movie 3 times in theaters, and then other than
That's
that,
beautiful.
and yeah, that's a movie I can.
Everything is awesome.
Literally.
Everything is cool when you're part of a team.
My last question for
Everything
you
is
Yes.
awesome.
in the cell section is, what is your curl pattern routine? Because your curls are always looking really fucking
Thank
good.
you so much. I try to shampoo only like twice to 3 times a week. But when I'm in there and it's like, let's say it's a non-shampoo day, I'm going in, doing my thing. I have like a Cantu. It's like a relatively cheap like curl situation. Get anywhere, orange bottle. Cold after I get the conditioner in there, wash with cold water. And just like this, like don't get your whole head in there, and like kind of scrunch.
Are you doing this in the sink?
No, in the shower.
Oh, okay.
Just like do it at the end, cold, and then take a T-shirt to dry the curls.
Oh my
I've seen
God.
that online.
It's like real,
I've seen the T-shirt thing
yeah,
online.
it's like a whole
Yeah.
thing. My older sister went through so many trials and tribulations, and we have like the same hair. Hers is like thicker and longer. But so it was so nice for her to be like,
Here's the manual.
Here, this is what
Yeah.
you do.
Nice.
And it's been a fun journey of like, doing auditions and being like, I need to look good for these, and I can't get and be like, well, we'll see if it'll look good.
Yeah.
So it's been fun to learn how to do it.
Wow.
Yeah.
They do really look so good.
Thank you so much.
Glossy.
Thank you.
This has been so much fun.
Oh, thanks for having me, y'all.
Yes,
This was so
of
fun.
course. I mean, I could talk forever,
Literally,
but we've kind of
could
been
talk
holding
to
people.
you.
We gotta watch. We gotta watch Ted Lasso.
Holding it.
We got Ted Lasso to watch.
a watch party happening. But truly, thank you so much for doing this. Is
Thanks
there
for
anything
having
you
me.
want to plug? Obviously, watch Deli Boys.
Please watch
On
Deli
Hulu.
Boys.
What's your character's name?
Matthew.
Matthew.
Yeah,
Shout
we'll
out to
see.
Matthew on
if
Deli
we keep
Boys.
watching the show, maybe Matthew doesn't die at the end of season 2. But it's not a spoiler because it's been out for a very long time.
Come on.
But please watch that and follow me on Instagram at Jake_Prizant.
And you do Miss Call It Annoyance every Friday.
Every Friday. Miss
Yes.
Call It
You can
Annoyance.
catch Cream Boy.
And you can catch Cream Boy at IO on Thursdays.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for doing this, Jake.
Yes,
Thanks
thank
for
you.
having me.
Kind of rite of passage if you want to sing us out.
I can't wait to tell you.
Period. Beautiful. Okay,
Thank you.
bye.
Bye.
I can't wait to tell you.
That's probably why we're still doing well because I don't hear half the stuff.
He's like, fuck you, honey. And you're like, you said I love you,
Oh my
honey.
God, that was so sweet. All that can be.